Hey guys, Frankomatic here, live this time, because this time I'm going to do what I promised, and give us a quick look at the All-Japan team. And yeah. Here it is. We have a lot of players now. And yes, the formation I'm going to use this time is 4-4-2. And we have a lot of new players to work with. One thing you definitely want to do is keep Misaki and Tsubasa on the team all the time. They are way better together than they are apart. The Tachibana twins are actually pretty good at both offense and defense. So I'm going to swap you down to number 3. The reason this works out is because they don't need to be very close to each other to use their special techniques. Now, for number 4 and 5, I'm going to put Jito at number 4. No, we'll put Jito at number 5. And Soda at number 4. They make a pretty good central line because they both have special tackles, and Jito has a special block, so I think in the very back is a good spot for him. Now Matsuyama can kind of do both offense and defense, so I like putting him in the midfield, which is why I'm using 4-4-2 this time. And Isazaki can stay for now. Now for goalkeepers. I'm gonna back up here and go to status real quick. We have Wakabayashi, we have Wakashimazu, and we have good old Morisaki. Here's Morisaki's stats, just for a base reference. This is about what we left him at, if I remember right. So here's Wakashimazu. A little better, as you might be able to see, at the same level. He also has his triangle jump, which I had forgotten has that little triangle in it. The triangle jump is super good. It is very powerful. It will help you out a lot. But you can only use it like 3 times. And if someone tries to dribble up right on top of you, you can't use it there, leaving you with his a little weak stop dribble and stop shot stats there. Let's go Wakabayashi. He is even stronger. Downside, he does not have the triangle jump, so you're running off of his stats entirely. On the plus side, he has a slightly higher than normal chance to crit, which is very powerful. And he's got better close range stats, too. Really what this ends up boiling down to, for the most part, is, in this game, they're pretty close, Wakashimazu and Wakabayashi. Probably the most ideal way to, run the team is to use Wakashimazu in the first half and Wakabayashi in the second half. But late in the game, a lot of the stronger players will have shots that'll just blow through the triangle jump, whereas a crit from Wakabayashi might stop it. And this is also the one and only game in the series where you get Wakabayashi from Game 1 as Japan national. So I am actually going to put him and use him in our run here. For Wakashimazu fans, don't worry. I would, at some point, like to swing back around in the future and do the 3rd game in this series. And in that game, Wakashimazu is significantly better to use than Wakabayashi is. So you'll see plenty of them there when and if I get around to doing that. So over on the side there's Sano, Sawada, Takasugi, Izawa, Taki, Kisugi, and Sorimachi. They're okay. Sawada has a good team-up with Hyuga that you can make use of if you want to, and Sano has a combo shot with Jito that you'll almost never use, but you can use them. The others are basically pointless, because the people already on the team are just better. And that brings us to Misugi, who is very interesting in this. Misugi, due to his heart condition, despite having these very nice stats, loses energy faster when he has the ball than everyone else. And if his energy gets too low, it just immediately drops to 0. And if I remember right, it doesn't recover for the next game, so you can't use him at all. So you have to be very cautious of when and how long you use him. But from looking at his stats, he is very good at both offense and defense, so you can put him where you need him. I like to save him for the second half, because then you know what you need. He also has his hyper bicycle, but you gotta be careful if you're using that. Let's look at him and let's look at Tsubasa. As you can see right now, at a lower level, he's actually stronger than Tsubasa is. Except for his guts. But, that's balanced out by the, stamina issues he has. And while we're here, Tsubasa and Misaki, when on the field together, can use the golden combo and the twin shot, which they cannot use on their own. This makes both of them stronger than they were. Let's take a look at Hyuga real quick. Hyuga is very heavily balanced towards shooting and tackling. And the force dribble is pretty good too. Toho combo can only be used with Sawada on the field. The Neo Tiger shot will be a very powerful scoring tool for a good chunk of the game. But it's very expensive, so you're only going to be able to use it maybe 2, maybe 3 times if you're really careful. The Tiger Tackle is pretty strong, but you usually don't want to be spending his energy on tackling, and instead on scoring. Yeah, Misaki only got the twin shot and the gold combo. In the third game, they get a couple of extra combo techniques, but not here. Yeah, we can look at Matsuyama. We didn't get a chance to see his stats either. Yeah, he's very strong at tackling. His shot isn't great, but the eagle shot is pretty powerful and makes up for that. And the twins, again, despite their stats being, well, if I'm being honest, really bad, all of their Skylab stuff, the block, the tackle, and the cut, are very powerful. And the Skylab twin shot is also a very strong shot, only usable if you have both the twins and Jito on the field. So you can get a lot of work out of them. And of course we got good old Jito, who is very heavily focused on blocking, but his power tackle is pretty good too. And Soda is a good tackler, and the Razor tackle is even better. The Razor shot is a little weak for this point in the game, and it won't do you a lot of good, but the Razor pass is super cheap and super good. It's another thing that makes him a very good midline defender. Grab the ball and just kick it downfield to somebody. So yeah. with all that out of the way, I'm going to call this a video, and also let you guys know that this will probably be updated way more rarely now that I'm back at work, at least until I get into my schedule again. I can't promise a video on this every week, but I will be uploading stuff as I can. So, don't think I'm going to stop entirely while I'm working again, but this is going to be a little slower, as it's a two-person project, and Sess and I are both very tired after a day at work. I still want counter 2. So yeah, next time we come back to this, we will take on the first team with our new lineup here, and see how it goes. But for now, later guys.